friends, it's Denise. Welcome back to my channel. Today's journal with me will be for the week that was Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year. And I did take a little break from uploading because last week I had a pretty bad case of the flu. I had like a fever for 48 hours. That wasn't very good. But now I am feeling much better and I am excited to share with you this spread because I think it turned out really pretty. So I am using a mini kit from Caress Press, and I am in love with the artwork. I think this is the first year that I've seen a shop release a Lunar New Year kit, like something specifically for the Lunar New Year. I don't think I've ever seen it done before. I do remember Once More With Love had like a free printable once, but I don't know. I'm just really glad to see it out on the market because representation of my culture is important for me to see in the planner community. If you've never used a kit from Caress Press, then you may not know, but her paper is amazing. It's a premium matte vinyl that's very vibrant and opaque, so you won't see any of the like dotted lines underneath, and I don't know, the color and quality is always on point, and I think the format is actually really nice too. It comes with everything that I need. But of course, I will still be pulling in some character stickers, and especially from these two Lunar New Year sheets, one from my shop and one from Once More With Love. Instead of pulling some glitter headers, I decided to try to use some washi, and I also wanted to use the solid gold headers from The Giving Girl, and it's my first time using them, but they're super reflective. So I started with Tuesday, and I just wanted to put down the gold header and the full box from my deco sheet, and then I moved back to Monday. This is a washi tape that is for the Year of the Dog, so last year I believe, and it is from Simply Gilded, but I still wanted to use it because, I have it in my collection and I still think it matches the theme. I put down a half box underneath the washi, and on top I layered a printer icon from Very Cute Designs, followed by a print and cut sticker that I wrote for myself. And then I started my week with some homemade milk tea. I have been really enjoying making it at home with a recipe that I can leave in the description box if you are interested. And the boba sticker is from Rose and Tea Shop. Then I put down another solid gold header. I'm going to try to incorporate at least one solid gold header in each column just to balance out all of the metallic shininess. And then underneath that I put a full box. I used the Time to Plan script sticker that came with the kit, and then I wrote down that Brian's car got a new battery, so I used a car icon from the kit. If you watched the previous journal with me, then you might remember that Brian's car battery completely died the night of like my family's celebration of Lunar New Year, so that kind of sucked, but at least on this Monday we got it fixed. And then I used a strip of washi from Simply Gilded. This is the reverse bow gold foiled one that came in a subscription kit, and on top I put a tidy up sticker from my shop. I wanted to use some more of the deco stickers, so I just took the Maru that is a little piggy, and I just used it to mark journaling just because it's cute and why not. I also forgot to mark my gym session, which I always like to do to kind of just give myself a pat on the back, so I'm using a gym script sticker from Mandy Dreams. On Tuesday, I did some more printing and cutting, so I marked that on top of a label. And when I make homemade milk tea, I make a kind of large batch. It's like 2 servings, and I just do that because I don't want to waste the tea leaves, and I just brew it extra long to make it strong, and I'm not doing it right, and the tea leaves are probably really sad because they're not being treated nicely, but I don't know, it works for me. So I used a little love speech bubble that is from my shop with the boba, and then I used a large page flag and I wrote that I packed orders, and I used another doodle icon from Very Cute Designs. And here I'm showing you that I completely finished this Sarasa Dry pen, which is so satisfying, but I wanted to keep the pink barrel, so I'll be putting that aside in my pen drawer so I can switch out the ink later. Next, I took a TV label and I wrote watching We Bare Bears. I think they added new episodes around that time, so I watched that. And then underneath, I took an appointment label and I used a dumpling sticker from the Once More with Love sheet. And I wrote that for dinner, I had dumplings, seaweed, and black sesame little dessert balls. They're so good to celebrate the new year. I also had some leftover pandan waffle batter from the weekend when I made it for my family's dinner. And so I just made some for me and my roommates, and I just didn't have a pandan waffle sticker, so I used a deco one from my sheet. I think there is a Chinese superstition that on Lunar New Year, women aren't supposed to leave the house. I don't really remember the reasoning towards it. So I actually didn't leave the house until I was like, all right, I gotta go to the gym. So I took a small, tiny risk at the end of the night and I left for a short period of time and everything's okay. But the run script sticker is from Mandy Dreams, and then I came back and my roommates were watching what is it called? American Scandal? No. The Netflix show about Versace. So we watched that. I didn't know anything about Versace until I watched this show, so it was very interesting. And then I went to my room and I just watched some YouTube videos, so I wrote that on another label. On to Wednesday, I used the inverse gold foiled bow washi tape, and then underneath I wrote that I went to the post office. And then every time after I go to the post office, I like to tidy up the desk because most likely it's a mess when I'm packaging orders. So I used a tidy up sticker from my shop with this little broom icon from the kit. And then I put down another solid gold header from the Giving Girl and a full box. I worked on some pages in my Hobonichi journal, so I took a label and a reflection sticker from my shop to mark that. And then afterwards, I got Tasty Pop with Julia, so I took a half box and this really adorable food sticker from Happy Dia, and I wrote that down. Afterwards, I went and got some green juice from Trader Joe's. I love their green juice, and it's the most affordable on the market, I think, well, besides making your own. And so I used a grocery cart icon to mark that. And then we ended our night with one of our favorite Netflix shows, Kim's Convenience. I love that show. I hope there are many more seasons to come, and it's so nice again to see that Asian representation in media. It's just so funny and relatable. I love all of the characters. I like the show more than Fresh Off the Boat. I don't know. It just like clicks more with me. I think because it's so realistic. On Thursday, I used some mint washi that is from Simply Gilded with holographic bows. And then underneath, I placed a large laptop icon from Little Miss Papery because I spent a good chunk of that morning researching some things for Las Vegas. So I used a research sticker from Happy Dia. I found a pretty good deal online, so I marked it with a label and a house icon. We booked a room at the Aria, and it was my first time staying there actually. It's super nice, and I just used this really happy Maru to decorate the box. Underneath that, I marked going to the post office to drop off some orders, and I used a delivery box icon to mark that. And I also treated myself to some Starbucks because they were having a happy hour, which I believe is usually like either 50% off a drink or buy one get one free. And I am always up for a sale or a good deal, so I got that. And then I used another solid gold header and another full box. On top of the full box, I put a record sticker from Very Cute Designs, and then afterwards, I did my usual gym session. I had a little bit of the white space at the bottom, so I filled it with the 10mm version of the inverse bow gold foiled washi. Oh my god, that's such a long thing to say. And I was going to put the me time sticker on top, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I just omitted it and moved on to Friday. Friday was actually pretty boring, so it'll go by pretty fast, but I started the day with a strip of the Lunar New Year washi tape, And then for some reason, I was really eager to put down the double boxes for the weekend, and it features a beautifully illustrated dragon dance costume. And I don't know, I really like dragon dances, like sitting in the crowd and watching it. I used to do that when I was young. We went to like the festival in San Francisco. We also went to a temple, but we haven't gone for a really long time. Anyways, I was having difficulty putting down the gold headers for some reason, and then when I pulled it up, it would either ruin it or like smudge it, so then I had to put a whole new header. I don't know. In the end, it looks beautiful. And so moving back to Friday, I put down a half box and I used a doodle icon from my shop. A majority of the day was spent doing a bunch of filming. I tend to bulk film, so I'll do a bunch of journal with me's all at once. It'll take me hours and hours and hours. And, you know, logically, you should just do it a little bit at a time to make it enjoyable and spread it throughout your weeks. But I'm not very bright, so I do it all at once, because if I don't do it all at once, then it'll never get done. And of course, a major factor is that I like record it, so I have to have the whole setup going on and everything. If I didn't record it, then I guess I would do it a little bit each day, but I enjoy recording it and doing these videos. Anyways, I put down another gold header and a full box, and then I'm putting down a strip of the mint bow washi. I did a little bit of sticker layering with the deco and the coffee cup icon. The more coffee lettering sticker is from my shop. And then I marked my usual gym session and then YouTube binge watching while I filmed more videos. And I used the planner icon from the kit. You may have noticed that my nails changed, and that is because I had recorded that bit, I want to say in March, and then I didn't record any journal with me's for a very, very long time until this week, which is May. So you'll know that my nails never change for the next, I don't know, 10 spreads. And that's because, again, I bulk filmed like 12 journal with me videos. So yikes, that's not very good. But hey, here's a prime example of like things happen. You don't always have time to do the planner things, and then all of a sudden you do have time when you're sick. So as long as it gets done, then whatever. So I clearly, at this point of recording, months later, I had forgotten what planning was like, and I put the wrong plan on the wrong day. So I fixed that. Van Sticky's anniversary release was that weekend, and I put it on Saturday, but it was really Sunday, so I just moved it over, and I covered up the text with an appointment label and this laptop icon, and I wrote that I backed up my cut files. And then I also did a little bit of journaling, so I used another little deco sticker to mark that. Brian and I celebrated Lunar New Year with his side of the family that day, so I put a half box down and I decorated it with all of these cute illustrations. The little piggy is from Once More with Love, and then off camera I'm going to write down all of the details. And then underneath I used one of the labels and I layered on top a chopstick sticker from my shop, and I wrote that we had a banquet dinner. There were like, I don't know, 60 members of his family there to celebrate, and it was super delicious. Actually, the dinner is quite memorable because it was the first time, I think, that another family member asked me when we were going to get married. That has never happened before. Yeah, so that was a first, and I just looked at Brian for his answer, and we just kind of stuttered and laughed it off and never gave an actual answer. So, yep. After that, I did go to the gym, and then Brian and I did a really quick late night shopping trip at Target. So I wrote that on a large page flag. On Sunday, we tidied up the room a little bit, and I got to show you the one thing that I wanted to pick up from the Van Sticky anniversary release, and it was this like little sticker album where you can put a bunch of like leftover stickers or stickers that you get from samplers, and it's on a, what do you call it? What does she call it? It was like the sticker release paper, so you can put anything on it and then remove it, you know, months later. So I had all of these little munchkins and I wanted to put them all on this one page. So it was perfect to show you what I got and use it in action. So I used a munchkin that is carrying a little IKEA bag because Brian installed some IKEA shelves on our walls and they're going to hold some of my little knickknacks and all of my books. So it's going to be very aesthetic. That's the dream. And I'm sorry this ending is a little bit rushed, but basically we just did a bunch of errands after that. Sports basement, got some sushi for dinner, went to Whole Foods to pick up some Rebel for my ski trip, and yeah, that is it for this spread. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and thank you so much for all of the nice and supportive comments that you left in my previous video. I will read every single one of them and make sure I give it a heart, and I'll do the same for this video too. If you made it to the end of this video, then answer this question for me. What is your zodiac animal according to the Chinese calendar? And if you don't know what it is, there's always Google. I am personally the year of the monkey, and so I picked up a little sheet of these emojis from the Coffee Monsters Co. that are in little monkey onesies, of course. So cute! And yeah. Anyways, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed watching and subscribe for more, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!